I'm in Adobe Audition right now, and I have an audio file with the phone ringing in the background that I want to remove.
And you get that emotional.
So with the spectral frequency display turned on here, this is without it turned on, I can now select the Paintbrush tool and I can see where the phone is and just paint over. If I hold shift, I can paint over it again, select more than one area. Just like I'm just painting over each section like that. The harmonics up here. Just hit delete and then G to deselect and then play back.
And you get that emotional bump.
You can hear that we got rid of that, and that's it. That's how easy it is to use. We're going to remove pops and clicks in your audio. When you're in the spectral frequency display, which is now on, the spot healing brush right here is a quick way to remove clicks and pops. I have a recording right here with lots of clicks and pops that you can see indicated by these lines. I have the healing tool on. I'm going to just drag and select all the way to the very bottom. And you can see it just removes it. See, I missed some of this here. Now, what the program is doing is intelligently removing and replacing similar audio on either side of the sound here. And that's how it's removing all the pops. So all of those click and pops are now gone. The DeNoise plugin removes background sound that it detects. First, you want to turn on the spectral frequency display, which you can see down here. And we're going to move this slider, the waveform up. I don't need that. Play this back.
One of the things that we
Go to
also
effects.
do is we're
You
asking
can hear that
executives
fan.
to make a
Noise
commitment
reduction,
to
noise.
change
Go to
the
default.
way
Start at
they
0 and
hire
move the slider until
and
you remove
interview
that
new
sound.
employees in their firms.
And then hit apply. G to deselect.
One of the things that we also do.
And you can see we've cleaned up that background noise. It was that simple. I'm trying to get rid of this background noise that stays through the whole video. There's air conditioning that's running. So I'm going to turn on the spectral frequency display so I can visually see the air conditioning going through the bottom. I will go to effects, noise reduction, restoration, noise reduction process. I'm going to select this background section as a test, capture, and now I can apply this capture noise, deselect. I'm going to apply this to the whole audio file, hit G, and now we have clean audio. Let's play.
One of the things that we also do.
That's how easy it is. Reverb can be really distracting in an audio like this one.
I think it does start at the top. It's that.
So we want to get rid of that reverb. Pretty simple. Go to effects, noise reduction restoration, and then DeReverb. And this is the overall cleanup here. We don't want to play around with that right now. We're going to start with the slider at 0. We're not doing anything except listening.
Networking piece, because when you network with the.
And then as I'm listening to it, I'm going to move the slider up until I remove that reverb.
Executives at the top, they're the ones that are going to be the key influential stakeholders and decision makers for those organizations. So we can start at the top, bring those.
And I'm going to hit apply. And now let's play it back.
And I think it does start at the top. It's that.
That's much cleaner. It's very simple. And there you go. some cell phone ringing in the background that I want to remove, and you can actually see it right across the file here. So what I'm going to do is actually use the paintbrush and use this. I'm going to zoom in a little bit and just use the brackets to make this bigger. I'm going to paint over this audio, hit shift to select more of an area. The harmonics up here I want to remove, and right there, and then I can play that back. You can actually hear that. I'm going to go to effects, noise reduction, sound remover. I'm going to use the default and learn the sound mode that I selected. I can go back to the file now, add G to deselect and apply, and let's play it back.
And you get that emotional bond with.
And the cell phone sound is now removed. We have an example of audio clipping here, which usually happens when your recording levels were set too high, and you identify the audio issues with the flat audio clips. You can see them up top. So the way to fix this is using the declipper. So we will go up to Effect and go to Diagnostics and Declipper. And this panel is open. Go to Settings. Make sure you're set on default. It's usually the best way to start. Cubic's the default, but for this sort of issue, we'll go to FFT, go to the highest number possible, go to Scan, get out of there. We see 167 problems, and now we just go to Repair All. And we'll go and play it back.
Hiring military veterans is a great business decision.
Now we see fix the
It is not
peaks.
just